I'd like to open the Peabody Planning Board meeting held on a virtual platform Zoom. Agenda for November 19th, 2020. Meeting held at 7 p.m. pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the public meeting law. This meeting is being held on a virtual platform Zoom and can be seen through public access TV. First order of business is approval of the minutes of the meeting of November 5th, 2020.
Mr. Chairman, move approval of the minutes of the planning board meeting of November 5th, 2020 with the following amendments: that the dates referenced for the meeting minutes be amended to November 5th, 2020, and under C, subdivision board action, near the end of that section where it says the board's time for action until July 23rd, 2020, the July 23rd, 2020 should be removed.
Second.
Dr. Otto, second. All those in favor, raise your hand.
Aye.
Are you raising your hand, Diane?
Yes.
Approved. 8-0. 8-0.
Site building permit plan, none.
None.
Appointments, none. Proposed subgates, Stonegate subdivision.
Mr. Chairman, in your packets, we received earlier this week a letter from Attorney Kelty requesting to continue, I believe, till December 10th. That letter should have been in your packets.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to receive a communication from Attorney Jack Kelty regarding Stonegate subdivision, more specifically to extend the time for the board to act until December 10th, 2020. Move to receive and grant the extension of time.
Second by Attorney Cooper.
All those in favor?
Aye by Attorney Cooper.
Let the record show approved.
Draft letter, you want to go over your draft letter for the Zoning Board of Appeals?
Yep, I don't know if everybody can see it in front of them or has it, but I could share it on my screen if we want, or if you've already read it. It's brief. I just added in the points that everybody had instead of going into extreme detail on every single one. If anybody wants to see changes or if anybody wants to add anything to it, let me know and I will gladly add them in if that's the wish of the board.
Anybody on comments? Hearing none. Regional notices.
Do you want to make a motion to send the letter as is to the ZBA?
Mr. Chairman, I would move to send the, what we have before us is a draft letter to the ZBA to make that a final letter and send that to the ZBA.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Unanimous.
Was that a yes, Diane?
Aye, yes.
And discussion on the 40B for a permit to 15 King Street.
That was the letter / discussion. So I guess.
Well, there was a packet in there that had I don't know if you can see the.
Yeah, that's 15 King Street is what we were discussing last week. I just put it in your packets again. So if you want to go back and look at it before finalizing this letter, if you want to add anything more, you could have.
I'm all set. Is everybody else all set with that?
Yep.
Drew, I appreciate your carrying that stuff forward into the packet so that it was easy to find.
Yeah, and I guess I can clarify a point that was made at the last meeting, and I misspoke when I said you can count all the units if it's under 40B. What it is if that they are condos or they're either condos and they're being owned, you can only count the ones that are affordable. But if they are rentals, then you can count every single unit created. So that's what I think I was trying to get across, and I came out wrong.
You mean if they're condos,
You can
only
count
count the the small percentage that are affordable.
You can only count the small percentage that are affordable, but if they are rentals, then you can count all the units created.
As affordable?
You can count towards your 10%, yes. I believe that is how, I tried clarifying it this today.
Well, you
Is
just.
that new?
You confused me.
Is that new, Drew? Because that doesn't sound right at all.
I'm not 95% sure, but I spoke with our person today about it because I wanted to clarify, but I believe, yeah,
But you can't have a 40B if they're condos, if you're buying them, unless they're affordable to buy.
yeah, no, you can make 40Bs that are, you can have a comprehensive permit that's to buy. You can have ownership. They have to just be deeded to be affordable. Or they have to have an affordability component for a certain amount of time.
Are
Drew,
these,
Drew, do you know if the rents are all the same, or are there rents that are affordable and rents that are not?
So yes, there would be some rentals that would be market rate and there would some be that would be not. And then I think within that, you can even break it down even farther that there's like X amount of area median income. And then there's, below that even more X amount of area median income for the I
I'd just be interested to know how market rate, whatever that's set at, it could be $2,500 a unit, especially for the three bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
How does that affordable? Does that fit into the formula as you're aware it might exist?
I believe the formula is, I think it's 80% of the area median income. Now you ask me off the top of my head the formula, I don't know. I just looking.
I'm not asking for the formula. It just seems to me that I don't understand the distinction. Probably because I don't understand the formula between if they're condos, only the affordable percentage are counted, but if they're apartments, even though some of them may have very high rents, they're all considered affordable. It just doesn't make sense, but if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. I'm glad that's the way it is. It gets us closer to our 10%.
I'm gonna have to disagree, and I'm not an authority on this, but I just think the affordable ones are counted towards the 10%.
So I did clarify today because I was like, I'm almost positive what I said last meeting was almost right, but it wasn't what it is. I clarified today that it is if they're owned, then it is not, but if they are rentals, then you can count all of them.
Is there a portion of that that can't be condo?
What was that?
Is there a portion of all the units that cannot be condo?
Oh, do you mean have a split?
Yeah, because if they're all condo, what's the sense of?
That I'm not sure about.
well, their sale price is restricted upon resale.
Upon resale?
I mean, it's restricted in the original sale
Yeah.
to be affordable to low and moderate income households. And then there's a deed restriction placed on it that makes it, that limits the windfall, let's say, that a person could get so that they don't appreciate with the market.
Well, that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you, having done this years ago, it is very difficult to find qualified buyers when the condo owners are looking to finally sell. Very, very difficult.
Any other comments? Other matters properly before the board?
Oh, I will say that I will be sending out a list for the next meeting of the 2021 dates for you to review it and to vote on at the December meeting.
And unfortunately, we're not going to have a Christmas party this year, right? That's a bummer.
No, unless if people would want a Zoom Christmas party, but
Well, we'll have the city owe us a party when everything is over. We could have two.
all right.
A 2000
Sounds good.
At this time, I'll accept the motion.
Mr. Chairman, move to adjourn.
Second,
All those in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Everybody have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank
Thank
you.
you too.
Good night, all.
Holiday, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.